Okay, what letter do we use to represent slope? Do you know? M, right. So we use lowercase m to represent slope. You can totally see the spelling of M in slope, right? Okay, so in 26 letters, they decided to use lowercase m. Why I emphasize lowercase is because there's uppercase m to represent something else. Anyone know what uppercase m represents? Anyone? All right, so uppercase m is used to represent midpoint. All right, you'll learn about midpoint in grade 10. So remember lowercase m. And then as Nicola said, rise over run. Okay, is there a formula? Is there a formula? Yep. Okay, that's the equation of the line, but just m itself. Flip it. So it's yes. So you're on the right track, yes, but y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay. If you think of it as the difference in the y value over the difference in the x value. So it's the up and down divided by the left to right. Okay? So remember this formula? I was just saying like this part. If you remember that part, it's that's the main important part that you have to remember. Okay, so we found out the formula. We know it's rise or run, but when you compare lines, what does the slope tell you? Okay, so when you compare lines, so for example, if you are comparing this line to this line, how would you describe it? Yeah. Tilted, okay, I like that word, tilted, but there's a more mathematical term. So instead of tilted, it starts with an S. Steep, right? Steepness. Okay, it's the measure of steepness of a line. And remember in word problem, that's our rate of change. Okay, so make sure you know all this for the next test or assignment. Okay, so now let's calculate the number. So let's say I have A to B, this line right here. I want to figure out the slope of this line. So this is how we write it. We use slope of line AB with a subscript. Okay. Think of it as, this is how I always teach the students, and they love this idea. So think of it as Abby and Bob are living in the same apartment building. So Abby is on this floor, Abby is on the second floor, and Bobby lives on the 7th floor. So first off, what does Abby have to do in an apartment building? Yep. Go up what? Go up the stairs? The elevator. How does the elevator go? Does the elevator go up and down like this or slanted? Up and down, right. So Abby is going to take the elevator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels up. So 5. And then once she gets out of the elevator, it's the second door to the right. So your slope is 5 over 2. Okay. And that's slope. You don't have to divide it if it's not divisible. So rather than putting 2.5, leave it as 5 over 2. Okay, what about this one? Okay, I choose any 2 points on that line. So I'm going to choose this point and I'm going to choose this point. I don't have to choose the endpoints, but reason why I'm choosing those two is because it looks nice and neat to read off. So they're whole numbers. So let's say now Kelvin is visiting Danny. So Kelvin is on the 3rd floor. Danny is in the -5th floor. Right. So what does Kelvin have to do? Yeah. Rizwan? Go down 8 floors. Good. Okay, go down the elevator 8 floors. And how do you show going down 8? What number represents going down 8? -8 or -8. Good. And then once he gets out of the elevator, which floor is it? Sorry, which door? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 6th door on the right. Yep. How do you decide which variable is the good? Okay, good question. That's what I was gonna get to. Notice this one is positive and this one is negative. It's the direction of the line. So if it's pointing this way, rising to the right, it's always positive. If it drops to the right, it's always negative. And when you think of the elevator trick, it will take care of that for you. I always go from the left point to the right point. So when you do the left point to the right point, it will take care of the negative sign. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, we'll do another example. But here, is this a good final answer though? Okay, Elisa, what would I reduce it down to? -4/3. Perfect, right. Okay, so if it's reducible, make sure you reduce it. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say that these 2 points, E and F. Okay, Ella is visiting Frick. Okay, so going from my left point to my right point, what does Ella have to do? SM? Go up 2 floors. How many doors? Yep, perfect. So 2/6. Excellent. Okay. Let's say this one. So first off, just looking at this line, is it going to be positive or negative? Negative, because it's this line, like it's this direction. It's this way, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. George is visiting Henry. George and Henry. Okay, so what is George gonna do? Sydney, can you help me with this one? So George needs to go to Henry. So George is gonna take the elevator 2, 3, 4, 5. -5. And which door to the right? 1. Okay, can I reduce this? So -5 divided by 1 is simply -5. Good. Okay. Let's put that away. Okay. Now what about this one? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. So Ivy to James. Okay. Ivy to James. Okay, so Ivy went in the elevator. What happened? They actually live on the same floor. So then she got out of the elevator, realizing that, oh wait, James is on the same floor as me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since I don't need to go up, I don't need to go down. What number? No, I don't need to go up or down. So it's 0. 0/6. And what is 0 divided by 6? 0. So all horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Okay, last one. H, I, J, K, and L. Okay, K and L. Okay. For vertical and horizontal line, it actually doesn't matter whether you're going up or down or like left or right. So these doesn't matter if who's finding who. So let's say Katie is looking for Liana. Okay, Katie wants to find Liana, so she takes the elevator 4 floors up, and then once that elevator door opens, what does she realize? Yeah, we got us right there. So no run. So 4 over 0. And what is 4 over 0? Undefined. That's right. Good job, Sam. Okay. So make sure you remember these two. All right. 0 over 6 is 0, but 4 over 0 is undefined. So for a vertical line, the slope is undefined. Okay, there's a big difference between 0 and undefined. Okay, so let's do a quick little check to see if you guys actually understand it. Okay, so let's say I have a line that goes this way. Positive, negative, 0, undefined. Positive. This way. This way. Okay, everyone as well. Okay, like this. Negative, negative. It's still a little tilted. Okay, what about this right now then? This is, what's the slope of this? Undefined. Alright. I'm just trying to spin it. Yeah, this one? Everyone. Uh, Undefined. Good. Okay. So on the test, I've seen this happen so many times. People see a line that goes this way, and as you guys know, it is negative, right? But then in their answer, they give me a positive answer. So you have to catch this mistake. It's so common. They know that this direction is negative, but then they give me a positive answer. All right, so don't make that mistake. Okay, example 2. Write the coordinate of 3 other points that will be on the line passing through -3, -4. Okay, so first off, I'm going to plot this point, -3, -4. So this is my point. Okay. Now from this point, I'm going to do my slope. 2 over 3 means my rise is 2 and my run is 3. So from this point, I'm going to go up 2 floors and I'm going to run to the right 3. And that will give me my second point. What's the coordinate of this point? Negative. What comes first in the alphabet? Right, x comes before y, so 0, -2. Right. But I want 3 points. So what should I do? Yep. Extend the line. I can keep going. So if I just draw my line like this, it's very short. And if I extend it, it's not very accurate because I could have tilted it by a little. So instead, I could keep going with the slope. 1, up 2 floors. 1, 2, 3, and the third door to the right. That will give me my other point. What's the coordinate of this point? Set? 3, 0. Good. Okay. I want 1 more point. So what do I do? Yeah. And then? Yeah, just keep going. And then this is my third point. And what's the coordinate of this point? Yep. 6 and 2. That's it. Okay. When I draw the line, when I connect the dots, I should get all of them. They should all line up exactly on the line. All right. And that's because the slope throughout the line is the same. Let's put away that phone. Otherwise, I can keep it for you. City, let's put it away. Okay, so the slope throughout the whole line is the same, not just between 1 or 2 points, but throughout any point. Next example, this one, -2. Okay. -2. What's my rise? What's my run? I don't see a fraction. Ooh. 1. That's right. -2, I can write it as -2/1. So my rise is -2, and my run is 1. Make a note of this. Whenever it's a whole number, your run is 1, not 0. Okay, you can always put a whole number over 1. Okay, so let's plot this. So -2/1, what am I going to do? Go down 2. So down 2 floors, and then over 1 to the right. So what's the coordinate of this point? Let's do a star instead, so that you can see the difference. Okay, what's that? What's that point? Yep. X, Y. -2, -6. Right. Remember we sang the alphabet song in the class. Okay, and then again from here, I'm gonna go down 2 and over 1, and I reach this point. What's the coordinate of this point? Yes. -1, -8. Okay. Uh-oh, I ran out of room. I ran out of room. Rizwan, what idea do you have? Go up the other way, exactly. You know that the direction of the line goes like this. So from here, we could also go up 2 and over 1 to the left this way. Okay, because we know the direction of the line. So now when we connect it, there's our line. And this point right here, -4, -2. Okay, so I always teach the students go up or down depending on the negative, and then go to the right. But if you know the direction of the line, you could also go to the left. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Are we all good? Good. Okay. So, supposedly, this was the end of the lesson, and then you guys would have been practicing for the slope on your own. But again, because tomorrow we have the assembly, I'm going to go on. Just do 2 more examples with the other one.